Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Lost in Random. In the last video, we just defeated Royum, and now it's time to take the eyes back to Seymour and get out of Two Town. I'm actually surprised we survived that. Actually, if you don't mind, I do have a few questions. How much can you actually fit inside yourself? Were you always this great at dice battle? You can fight because of me. But I'm just throwing you. The Queen will be furious when she finds out there's a new dice in town. Yeah, I think we're both good on that one. Actually, that's not a bad question. There's a world in there? Could I hop in there and explore? What if we put another dice inside there? For all its problems, I think I would like the world unexplored too. Are you ready for Threedom? Imagine a war that's been going on for that long. Hope the nanny won't be there to greet us. Those triplets sound nasty. I hope we don't run into them. We probably will. Okay, Dicey, let's move on.
Even was learning the world was even stranger and more threatening than in the stories her mother told her. But she was also learning that she didn't have to face it completely alone.
Do you ever get sad? Do you ever feel afraid? Well, I'm glad you're on my side.
Now, all Even and Dicey had to do was return the eyes to Seymour. With his vision restored, he'd be able to give Dicey his third pip, which would be all they needed to open that infernal, mysterious gate to Threetown.
You think? Where did I actually... Ugh. Don't show me those.
They'd made it. Even and Dicey had survived. And what's more, defeated Royum, the dark side of the mayor. But the journey was far from over. Sorry, I'll be quiet now. Yeah, I just get so carried away sometimes. It's just so exciting being a storyteller, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Now, I'll be quiet.
But I'm surprised you didn't use Dark Side of the Moon. Joke.
It is good to be whole once again.
That was... okay. Why would you want to keep parts of that awful man?
Because he's a part of me. If you cut off a limb, you'd want it back too, wouldn't you? Furthermore, I think I've learned mediocre poetry. Thank you for your help, Even.
I think I don't understand, Mr. Mayor.
You will one day, I think. You've got a good head on your shoulders. He says hello, by the way, Even. He says he hopes to see you again, very soon.
It's been a very strange time being here.
It's been a very strange time for us here too, even. But in saving us, you become an inextricable part of that. Wherever you go, a small part of Two Town now goes with you.
Yay.
And strange is good.
Well, I never said it wasn't.
Goodbye, even. You will always have my thanks.
And so, Even went to get...
Another card. The narrator. Awesome. No, it's double or nothing. Randomly alter the costs of cards in your hand to either free or double the cost. Ugh. That's gonna suck if I ever use it. But hopefully it won't be too bad.
Seymour his eyes back. I'm positive he was dying to make eye contact with his pupils once again. And wait a minute. Oh dear. These are terrible. I'll edit them out later.
Thank you again. You'll come back to visit me, won't you?
Sure.
So quiet here all by myself. So lonely. You even start to miss logic.
I don't think logic's gone. After all, you have this weird marker saying you're still a quest.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
Yeah, sure, let's see what you have. This is Four Towns Revenge. Blacksmith Blink. Yeah, I'll go with this one. How much money do I have? Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's see.
Hey, what happened? I heard a ruckus.
Long story. But I've got your eyes, Seymour.
Oh, my peepers and weepers. Oh, I've missed you so much. Ah, much better. And as for those pips, if you don't mind, it just takes a little precision, the utmost finesse, and... done. Good as new, little buddy.
Yay. Thanks for repairing my friend.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for helping me properly see again.
You're welcome. Could you add even more?
I mean, I suppose I could. There is room for more. All over Random there are mythical creatures hiding from the clutches of the Queen. Difficult to find, but they may have some. Keep your eyes peeled, and senses even sharper even. Oh, and remember, all this dice business? Shh, it's our secret. So, what are you gonna do now?
Well, obviously, I'm heading to Threedom.
I know you'll find her even. You found my eyes, and they're probably way smaller than your sister, right?
Well, there were two of them.
Oh, you'll do fine. In fact, I'll go so far to say that there's not a way in Sixtopia or Onecroft that you'll fail. Unless, you know, the Queen
Yeah.
gets in your way. Nothing a bit of good old-fashioned runaway won't solve. Well, I wish you well on your next adventure. And if I could give you some semi-solicited advice,
Sure.
every roll of the dice matters, but not every roll counts.
That's cryptic.
Isn't it, though? It's so fun. Bye, even. I'll miss you, but I'm sure we'll see each other again in far-off places.
I'm sure we will. The reward, upgrade Dicey. Says there's something back there I can do. So, I go see where that is. It says it's this way?
Words for sale. Who wants
Huh.
to buy 'em?
Right, the mouse. The mouse guys.
That's a spiffy nice costume, kid. My grandmother told me about him.
Alright, alright. These things respawn. Interesting.
What but I didn't do anything to my twin.
You tricked her into taking your place in the Upside Down.
How did you? It was a moment of weakness. I didn't think it through. It's awful in the Upside Down town, and I just knew I'd hate it there. And Big Red is so easy to trick. Because she's me. We're the same person, born into two different bodies. I'm so ashamed. She's got the best parts of the two of us. She's so important to me, and I sold her out. Please, can you help her? I know I've already asked so much, but...
I've already helped her.
That's it exactly.
Well, little Joe, I've got great news for you.
You did? Now she's going to kill me! And I'm grateful that you gave her back the freedom to do so. You've let me take back the greatest mistake of my life. And I know my relationship with Big Red will never be the same. But at least now I have a chance to fix it. I wouldn't have that without you. Thank you, even. And here, for luck better than mine.
Money? Money. And that's all the side quests. Cool. Well, that was nice. Now I just gotta get back to that door. Yay. I need sleep.
I got words for sale here. Choice words. Pluviophone.
You're still bugged.
The girl was a long way from home, about to enter the land of three. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for Even and Dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And Even's sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in random.
Uh-huh. Another dream sequence? Or is this odd? She has the, black dice. And it's growing. I don't like this. Where am I?
Is that part upside down?
Okay, that's Two Town. Windcroft.
It looks just like I remember. Even. It's amazing anyone can live inside that chaos.
I'm guessing this is either a 4 or a 3.
Mum used to tell me stories about the card makers. I wonder if
That's
they were true.
5.
What happened here?
Okay, so that one must be 4. So the sword is 3. And this, I'm assuming, is going to be 6?
Home, I guess.
Don't touch that!
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever. Never touch it again.
I didn't break anything.
I have it because I desire it, Odd. You're 12. There are things you don't understand yet. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special.
Uh-huh. I don't want a gift from you, but...
That rudeness. That's your Wonder Origins showing. Don't worry. We'll break you of that yet. And it's not a gift. It's something to be earned. But for now, go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
Okay. An owl mask. Why is it whispering?
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away!
Says you. I'm gonna explore. And most likely, get enough money to
Hurry,
get more
she's in our
cards.
sights. No!
Where are we anyway? Threedom. 1 story page, 8 cards, 6 side
Today,
quests.
spider monster!
Well, spider monsters, nowhere to be seen anymore. This is a very weird place.
Wait!
Threedom. Time to join the fray. Or is it the fight? Don't know which. There's definitely a graveyard around here.
Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
Geesh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has. Especially if he survived the Dice Wars. I'm off the mark. Oh, this place is giving me the creeps. And enjoying the music. But it's giving me the creeps. Yeah. Looking around everywhere. Making myself motion sick. Because I'm moving too fast with the camera sometimes. Anybody? Want to talk? And not kill me with robots? This is not where I need to be going. Can they not see the ghost?
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen, while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey, where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A 6-hour child is missing! I repeat,
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him! He'll be eaten alive out here!
Yes, okay.
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes. Time was of the essence. I was
Time
done
is in the
anyway.
essence. Why do you keep breaking the fourth wall and talking to the narrator sometimes? It doesn't make any sense. Threedom Town Square. Got it. What are these giant robotic knights?
Threedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Uh-huh.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
Alright, Dex. I'll deal with you in a minute.
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
Oh, hello. You've made it to Threetown, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cars, eh?
Not wrong.
I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards!
Alright, alright. Give me a minute. How did you manage to get out of Two Town?
Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
Alright, Dex. You scare me sometimes. I'll take this. I'll take the hazards. They will take... Four Towns Revenge. Uh-huh. There we go. Now I just need to, work on my deck. Speaking of... Alright. Here we go. Put both those in. The hammer. One of these. The bomb. The health potion. Guard down a curse that weakens adversaries with its range. Within its range. The curse is lifted after... Alright, this one could be useful. That one also could be useful. When even Blink dodges through her adversaries, they take damage. This effect lasts 30 seconds. 40 seconds. Alright. Quick draw. Yeah, that could be fun. Alright, complete deck. Continue. Alright. My new deck.
Find them! Let none who attack the king!
This is gonna be a
I'm
fun...
noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose.
It looks like it's seen better days.
It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are.
It must be nice for you.
I suppose it is. I don't know any other way to live, you understand. It belonged to the triplets, and before then it belonged to the Lord or King of Threedom, before his murder.
You knew the king? Huh, cool. You know the triplets. If you're royal, why aren't you fighting the war?
Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me.
Sure, if I ever come across her, I will let her know.
Fascinating. Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment?
Sure.
Splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings?
Let's pretend I don't.
Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war?
I'm gonna say none of them.
None of them? None of them? Oh, I've never heard such an opinion before. It's bold. It's direct. It's quite possibly insane. I'll write it down right here in my survey.
Because I have a feeling it was probably,
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's
the
in
nanny.
danger! We have to...
It's Excuse me, have you seen any kids?
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this?
A friend of mine's in trouble.
Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child.
So, have you actually seen any kids running around?
Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all.
Uh-huh. Well, thanks for whatever this was. Yes, so you probably won't remember me when if
me crazy.
a giant nanny asks.
What was I talking about?
I don't know.
The attack has begun! The king must be saved!
Which king?
What? Identify yourself, stranger!
Who are you?
I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war.
Ah, the king you mentioned. Is that who you used to protect?
Oh, even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Well, Nishka, I don't.
What? How did you know my name?
Lucky guess.
A lucky guess. About what? What were you guessing about? The king! Protect the king from danger!
Alright, Nishka.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay.
Wow.
I think he wants to eat you.
It's pretty cold in here and dark too.
Oh dear. Well, that was bizarre. I never did go take a look at the bell. No. Okay, so that doesn't work. They're covering up a dice thing there. Interesting. Well, time to figure out where our mischievous little friend ran off to. Excuse me, have you seen any kids?
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing.
Where is he now?
Can't rightly say, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadowman does.
Can you tell me about the Shadowman?
Everyone knows about the Shadowman, child. Especially children out all alone.
Thank you for that. So that's a no from you on gathering information. Hooray. Have you seen any
Kids
kids
never
around?
run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadowman ensures.
Uh-huh.
All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadowman's probably got him.
Okay.
As well they should. You shouldn't be afraid, child.
So maybe the Shadowman killed the, king. And... Excuse me. Have you seen any kids?
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
I'm busy too, trying to save a child.
Well, good luck with that, stranger. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadowman probably has him by now.
The Shadowman? I keep hearing this name.
You really are in over your head.
I know you know how to find the Shadowman, tell me.
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him.
Please do.
The Shadowman. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley. And he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see.
So he's a ghost.
If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Well, I got a bit of help from you, thank you. Streetlight terminal. I'm looking around here for collectibles. Go over there.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Well, it's time to head back up. See what else I can do.
Are you the Shadowman?
Oh, I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
I thought that was a zipper. You think I'm afraid of you because I'm not.
That may be true, but there is another truth.
That unless you release Burn, I'm going to punch you?
That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be.
What are you?
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do. Or what I used to do anyway. Before this silly war.
Let Bernard go.
He's mine now. I won't be let letting him go? I believe you'd call that leverage.
This is kidnapping.
You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need.
Well, what do you need?
Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me.
Yeah... I'm tougher than I look.
That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the Triplets' war to end.
Alright. You're a monster, what do you care about peace? No offense, but you don't strike me as the peace and flowers type.
Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadowman anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder.
How do you know this is a dice?
I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again.
How do you know about Odd? Well, he's been around for centuries and he watches from the shadows, so... Alright.
For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadowman, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
I've already asked all the local stuff.
That poor woman. Have you seen Nishka?
Who goes there?
And she's on a rampage again.
You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry. What did you want?
How did this war start?
Oh, with the children. The 3 children. Well, something happened.
Did one of the triplets murder the king?
No! No, I was there to protect him! I was his bodyguard, and he was betrayed! We were betrayed! Done wrong by someone who wasn't supposed to be there.
Alright, so...
I'm sorry, it was such a shame, such a... I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you?
I'd like to ask you about the triplets.
The children of the king! Such beautiful babies. They grew up into such wonderful young men and women. The Duke, the Baroness, and the Count. Such a gift. The entire royal court was so... The court was so... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't remember.
The Count, the Baroness, the Duke...
He's paranoid, capricious, and fearful. But his heart's in the right place. He once accused me of trying to assassinate him just because I tried to get him to finish his vegetables. We all had a lovely laugh about it later. Or at least, I think we did.
Baroness?
She's tough as nails. Tough as cannons, really. Duty-bound and haughty, but she can back it up. And woe be to those who cross her. She once aimed a cannon at me to stop me from giving her a bath. The only thing that impresses her is war.
The Duke.
I wouldn't call him a glutton for life, more of a bon vivant. He loves all the finer things. He's baroque, decadent, you might say spoiled, but I'd say he's really more cultured. He once told me his goal was to eat every animal in the kingdom, all in one single dish. He achieved it a week later, and said the dish was as delicious as it was disappointing.
Okay.
Oh, that's very nice. You're a nice young lady.
Anything to help me
I'm
stop this
sorry.
war?
I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back.
Yeah, sure.
If you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it.
If I brought you the objects, that would help you remember who murdered the king.
What's that you say? The king was murdered! Oh, whoa! I was supposed to protect him, I was. Oh, if only I could remember.
I'll return to you with those 4 things, Nishka. Don't worry.
That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
Okay. Well, that was entertaining. Let's see, I have a bit more money. What do I want to get? That could be useful. Acid cannon. Cool. Alright. And with that, I think I'm going to leave it here for now, and we'll continue this in the next video when we move on into collecting these, well, items to figure out who killed the King of Threedom. So until then, see you guys.